Hello everyone and welcome to our first video of 2023, and in this video we're going to be looking at the new series from Oppo, the Oppo Reno8 T. So if you notice, I'm calling it the Reno8 T because basically that's what Oppo is calling the phone, but there's also the Oppo Reno8 series that we've done so much content around, so you can actually go out and check out from both on the channel and actually on the website. So I'm holding here two phones, the 5G variant of the Reno8 T and the 4G variant. Both of them actually going to be available in the Kenyan market, at a later date. But for our focus on this video is actually the Oppo Reno8 5G. The launch of this series, I'm not sure if it means Oppo is killing, the 9T or actually the 9, or the Oppo is actually going to bring the Oppo Reno9 series, in the Kenyan market. But what Oppo says is actually that this series, the 8T, promises users, a level up of clear, imaging system. Remember, the Reno series is always a camera-centered series. Stylish design, powerful performance, and of course, an all-round smooth experience to its users. And basically that's what we're going to be looking at in this video. So Oppo sent us over this 5G variant, which I believe is what's going to be the company is going to be pushing aggressively in the Kenyan market. So yes, let's first check what you're getting in the box. But I'm going to be looking forward to experience this one because Oppo is giving us things like the Snapdragon 695 chip. Of course, the 4G variant on the other hand comes with the Helio G99 SoC. So yeah, let's focus on the 5G variant and show you what you're getting in the box. Yep, so there you go, and the first thing you get to see is a smaller box, that contains, some, let me see. There's a that's a SIM ejector pin right there. Some quick guide, some user guide, and some safety guides as well here. Then Oppo has added a plastic case, here for you. Then there you go, you have the Oppo Reno8 T 5G itself. There you go, look at that, a very nice finish looking phone. Then further in the box you have the charging brick. Then you have a USB Type-C charger. Yep, so basically that's what you have in the box. So Oppo is introducing a lot of new features with this new device. Of course, with the key highlight, of course, for me being the 108 megapixel portrait camera. This is actually the first time Oppo has used this lens, this 108 megapixel sensor on their phone. So I'm really super excited to try this out. This is a very comfortable phone to hold, of course, in the hand, with all the edges area from the display, the curved display, the curved edges, to all these corners, right here. As you can see, this display is actually 6.7-inch curved OLED display, offering up to 120 Hz, refresh rate, and 93% screen to body ratio, and of course 360 Hz, sampling rate. So this nice refresh rate only means your interaction with the phone, scrolling through your apps, and of course social media, is going to be very, very, very smooth. Yep. So of course curved displays are something we have seen on premium phones. So glad to see that Oppo is actually bringing it to mid-rangers like the Oppo Reno8 T 5G. So it's a very slim device, as you can see. It's actually weighing 171 grams. Of course, so with that particular size, the phone is very, very, very light, as you can see here. And this phone at the back here, we're getting a polycarbonate body that surprisingly doesn't seem to attract any type of doesn't seem to attract a lot of fingerprint sensor. So fingerprints, I mean. So I really, really like that. On the right side, of course, there's the power button sitting here on its own. Then the volume and power buttons, they're all right here on the left. The USB Type-C charging port The speakers and the grill, they're all here at the back. At the bottom is actually where also you have the microphone and the SIM tray. All this located right here at the bottom of the smartphone. On the top right there, as you can see, we have another microphone for noise cancellation, and of course an additional speaker for stereo sound. This smartphone uses hybrid SIM slot, so that only means you can either use a second SIM card or a micro SD card. So as I said earlier, this phone is available in two colors, midnight black and sunrise gold, of course both of which look really nice. The color option we have here is this sunrise gold. Let's talk about the user experience. So this is actually a very important part, for any user. And the Reno8 T 5G was launched with ColorOS 13 running on Android 13. So of course the phone runs very smoothly with adding this to the Snapdragon 695 5G, some 250 gigs of internal storage, 8 gigs of RAM, and of course, as you can see here, you have an option actually expanding that by an extra 4, 6, or even 8 gigs. And of course the main highlight for this phone, for me, has to be the Reno8 5G coming with Android 13 out of the box. We have seen so many new phones launched this year that are still running on Android 12 with no killer timelines on actually when they will get updates. So they're actually very impressive from Oppo. Something else I need to mention is that we are getting an in-screen fingerprint sensor. There you go. And of course other security measures that Oppo has put here: face unlock, lock screen, face unlock. They have actually enrolled mine yet, but there's a face unlock, and of course the fingerprint sensor they actually make use it just to protect your device. So having used actually all the devices in the Oppo Reno series, I can tell or actually see some huge improvements on this device. Happy to always see manufacturers bring some features we are used to seeing on flagship devices to mid-range devices. That's what Oppo has done with the Oppo Reno8 T 5G. I'm doing this video before the official launch, so I don't have details about the pricing yet, but of course I'll be adding all those details in the comment section once it's launched, basically giving you all the details you need about the pricing, availability, and where you can buy one. Yep, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.